I know the faith people feel like dying. You people are so pissed. But did Faith really deserve the disqualification? Yes. Anyway, guys, we have a lot to unpack. I am Nini and I am the queen of the tea. And this is where we literally get to spill literally everything in Big Brother's house. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification button so that whenever I post any video, you're able to watch. Anyway, guys, let's get deep down into it. So I would say Big Brother called the housemates in that arena. Sorry, not the arena, actually. In that chair, literally. And he played the video. He played that clip where they were going back and forth with Sultan. And guess what? Every housemate was shocked. An example of the housemates that were not around at that time. Everybody couldn't believe it. Because even as the viewers, when we saw all that, that was too much for a person who calls himself a doctor. And guess what? Big Brother asked Faith to stand up. And he told him because of all this, Faith has been disqualified. Guys, no. Faith has been disqualified. And would I say, does Faith deserve it? I would say yes. Without any fear, guys, I would say yes. Because dude has done too much. At this point, for those who thought Imisi was the problem, at least these last fights that Faith has given us can really show you guys that Imisi wasn't the problem. The problem was Faith. And at this point, Faith has been disqualified from the Big Brother house. And I really feel so bad because why did he have to do all this in that last week? He would have been at least patient. But then his impatience has caused him all this, and now he's disqualified from the Big Brother's house. For those who don't know the reason, probably it was a fight between Sultana and Faith. You can go back to my previous video and maybe watch so you can get the clue. But then by now, Faith is no longer part of the Big Brother house. He has been, disqualified. And guys, it is a little bit so, I don't know how to call it, but I don't know why, but we are disappointed. Me and part of the Faith fans, we are a little bit disappointed. But then me and the other fans, Imisi fans, the other fans, we would say we are not disappointed. Because dude has done so much. Dude has done a lot. And now he's gone. Nobody to blame. Just the way he said he was going to fuck Sultana up. Dude, no, he just fucked himself up. He just caused himself a disqualification. And now he's out of the Big Brother house. Yeah, it is so sad to Faith's fans and maybe family, but that is what happened really. Faith has been disqualified from the Big Brother house. He was told to move immediately to the diary room. That means he can no longer be part of the house. He has been disqualified immediately. That's it for Faith. That is where Faith's journey in the Big Brother house has stopped. We do not know, but then probably that is where it has stopped. He's out. Anyway, guys, let's talk about the other things. So, guys, let's talk about the part where Big Brother called Faith in that diary room. Why do I really feel like if Faith had mentioned the truth, if Faith did not beat around the bush, if Faith had taken accountability of what he had done and what had gone on, I really feel like maybe Big Brother would be a good person and maybe give him a punishment or double strike or something just like he did for Zita. But then, guys, when Faith was called in the diary room, Faith can never know he's doing wrong. He was still, it was two-sided. He started saying he feels like, oh, it is, like both of them were wrong. And I'm like, dude, just accept you are wrong. Because when Big Brother called Faith in the diary room and he asked him about this issue with Sultana, he started talking about Sultana had gone and he spent a lot of time and he came back talking about he was counting the time from the microwave. The microwave measures the minutes. And I was talking about Sultana had taken long and Sultana knew Faith was waiting. And when she came, she did not apologize. And I'm like, dude, who are you to ask for an apology? Like, are you Big Brother or something? Why did Faith want Sultana's apology? To satisfy his ego, definitely. Do you see why his ego has gotten him? It has gotten him to the disqualification phase. Anyway, guys, I was talking about, Sultana did not apologize. He took long knowing he was waiting for him. And then when she came, she was like, I'm like, what is he trying to explain? on top of all this. Literally, it wasn't making sense. And the part where he said, oh, if Sultana had stayed there for more than 15 minutes, Faith was going to start, making a formulation of, the lotion. And I'm like, dude, to me, I felt like, dude, you had made your own, whatever you had made, and Sultana was supposed to make that lotion. Why did Faith feel like he was supposed to make that lotion of Sultana when he had already made his? It wasn't making sense to me. I don't know whether it was making sense to you, but then to me, it wasn't making sense. And another part where he says, oh, it was a group or a team thing or what? I asked myself, when he was making his own butter, he did not remember that. He only remembers since it is Sultana going to make everything, going to make the body lotion. Now he remembers, oh, it is a team thing. It wasn't making sense still. And still Big Brother went ahead to drag him and ask him, were the other housemates complaining? Why were you the only one? And he was beating around the bush. I really felt like, at least, if Faith had apologized and maybe taken accountability of what he had done, or if he had gotten to realize or to know that he was in wrong and maybe apologize, or maybe taken accountability. But then inside that diary room, dude kept on saying, I see what you're trying to say, telling Big Brother moreover, like, oh, I see where you're heading to. I see what you're trying to say. And I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? What is wrong with this guy? And he kept on saying, he says, oh, it was two-sided. Both of them were in wrong. He's talking about he would have handled it, but I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Why doesn't he just take accountability? And I felt like that is one thing about a narcissist. He'll always feel like he is right. A narcissist will always feel like he is right. He's not wrong at any one point. That is what Faith kept on saying. He kept on saying, from this side. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? But then at the end of the day, he got himself disqualified from the house. And now I feel bad for the people who had voted him. I really feel so bad for the people who had voted him. I don't know if they could cancel and maybe we repeat the voting or something. But then I really feel bad. Just how many days? Just 1-2 days to the finale, and you do all this. Whatever Faith did was wrong. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, let's now talk about the punishments, guys. So I don't know, but I really feel like Big Brother is so pissed at these housemates because Big Brother gave Imisi a punishment where he said Imisi is not supposed to talk because Imisi has been using her local language and they have warned her so many times and she has, she has kept on using the local languages. So for that case, she has been stopped from speaking till further notice. How is Imisi going to be in that house without talking, guys? How is Imisi going to be in that house without talking? Because it is really so sad because I can't imagine Imisi without talking in that house. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's also talk about the arena. Who's so Sultana? Guys, Sultana was the happiest in that arena after the Faith's disqualification, I must say. We've never seen Sultana dancing in the arena when the tasks are going on. But then she was happy. She was herself. She was dancing. She was enjoying. And I'm like, yo, guys, Faith has been disqualified from the Big Brother's house. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's go back to the diary session when they asked him like, oh, do you want to win or do you really want to win? And he said, yes, he will be excited about the winning. And I'm like, yo, dude, I remember that there was a conversation he had with Jason Day. And he said, oh, like he wouldn't want to win. He's here for something else, like for exposure or something. But like that money. And I'm like, why would you be excited about winning when you had already mentioned like, yo, winning is not a thing or you're here for Anyway, guys, Faith will always be Faith. But then with all that said, Faith has been disqualified from the Big Brother's house. And at least Big Brother was able to play the clip for the housemates before he disqualified him so that the housemates could really see what really transpired, what really happened. And it was so sad, but then it is what it is. Let's get in the comment section. Let's get to know, like, guys, help me. Do you really think Faith deserved that disqualification? Or maybe they would have given him a strike or last warning or maybe punishment? What do you think? Let's get our opinions in the comment section. Let's meet in the comment section. Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you so much. Meet you in my next video. Bye.